Hi sir, what is your name, sir?
Hi Namit, warmly welcome for this important interview because since you were in contact with me for several days, and since
Yes, sir.
everybody is sometimes I say overloaded with day-to-day activities and plenty of projects and hands and things are moving here and there, and you truly need to control, the business first. And time to
I
time, of
know.
course, hiring process is going on, and safety officers hiring is our key domain, by the way. Namit, we are a group of companies actually in Saudi Arabia, and we have a
Oh,
training center. Recently, we launched just a few weeks before, and we also have a recruitment company and contracting company as well, like we're delivering some projects to several different companies. So that means
okay,
hiring is
sir.
our key domain, especially for the safety professionals like WPRs,
And
work permit receivers, safety officers, safety supervisors, safety trainers, even safety managers. And if we don't have any deployment possibility at our project, definitely we send them to other projects, on our behalf, and we charge that company accordingly. So warmly welcome again. So Namat, can you just introduce yourself, please?
of course, sir. My name is, I'm from India, part of Kerala.
Okay.
I have 30 years old. I have completed safety diploma and NABOSH also.
Nibosha IGC, you mean?
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
NABOSH IGC also. And I have, now I am working in Chennai, Tamil Nadu,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
uh, as a construction company near Reliance Construction Company.
Okay. Okay. So it's kind of a construction company, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. It's also highlighted in your CV. Okay.
KJT Construction Company.
So what are your major responsibilities there, Namit? How you
There
are
is
adding
only
value to this company?
there is we are conducting TBT and safety auditing. Maximum safe. Yeah.
Mhm. Mostly toolbox meetings and safety auditing means day-to-day inspections, right?
Yes, yes. Day-to-day inspection, observation and inspection.
Okay, okay. And that means inspection reports you are quite familiar. Day-to-day inspection, safety inspections of all
Yes, yes.
areas.
Safety inspection, safety, and daily routines of safety checklist. Observation, mainly observations.
So what are the key portions into that checklist? What things you check, and can you just name few?
Yes, usually we check the uh, working place and machineries
Hmm.
and workers safety,
Hmm.
and especially all the checklist also, and
Hmm.
prepare all the checklist and safety data sheet,
Okay.
MIS. Uh,
Hmm. So working at height is there, right?
yes, yes, working height, excursion and
Uh-huh.
confined space also.
Confined space also. Okay. Excavation approximately how much deeper probably you observed at your project,
More than 5 meter.
Ah, okay. So this PTW is implemented there or permit to
Yes,
work?
yes,
What
yes.
type of, how many types of permits are there, Namit?
There is hot work and cold work. The Reliance
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
hot work and the confined space and excavation also included in hot work, and the cold work, civil work, um, civil work like civil work, manual
Okay.
excavation.
Uh-huh.
Uh, uh,
So you mean maximum things are incorporated into these two permit forms, and you just
yes, yes, yes.
take, is it relevant to working at height or relevant to excavation or something like that?
So,
Accordingly, you check box, right?
so we have not to prepare the JSA. The company already prepared JSA, the
Ah,
HITRA.
already. Okay, okay,
Uh,
proactively. Uh-huh.
uh.
Brilliant. So how many types of procedures you believe are there relevant to HSE, in construction you're working in? Like, can you name few what type of procedures? you implemented and taking care of? Because of course, your day-to-day checklists are also a reflection of your kind of procedures. But what are those procedures or policies or regulations you are trying to implement?
In our side,
Yeah.
we are following them. If above 2 meter, uh, mostly wear safety harness and
No. I'm talking about the titles of the procedures, not the in-depth sequence of steps or processes. I'm talking about, like, do you have a procedure for safety induction? Do
yeah,
you
safety
provide
induction,
safety orientation and safety induction?
site safety induction. We are providing site safety induction.
Size safety induction, and there is a procedure, or you just simply follow the rules, whatever you learned from your experience or through Nibosh IGC.
The company have safety induction. That we
Okay,
are
okay.
just yeah.
Namit, let me make things more easier. Okay, relax,
Okay.
relax.
Okay.
We are learning from each other. No one is perfect, Namit. It's all like, this, but the passionate learning behavior should never be changed up. That's always we have to maintain. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if I'm giving some safety induction, so the standard says there must be a safety induction procedure. The procedure, how I will, what type of things I'll be sharing there, how I will make attendance, where I will give training, what things I will be discussing in the induction. So this all things you write in set of instructions, which we can say kind of a procedure, right? So one procedure for safety induction, site safety induction, one procedure for risk assessment, one procedure for crane operations, safe crane operations, or
Yeah.
dealing with heavy equipment. One procedure for your internal safety training. One procedure for your safety incidents and accidents. That's what I mean. Have you seen a list of procedures, such kind of, somewhere, kind of a master list, or you are just involved operationally at site?
We are just involved only operational site.
Okay, okay. So you are reporting to safety manager or the project manager?
Yes, yes, yes. We are already reporting a safety manager.
Safety manager. So he must have all the procedures, but no harm to ask him, to share all the procedure with you for your study, for your better learning, right? No harm to ask, and we must be bold enough to ask whatever documentation is there, and safety manager must be positive enough to share. Okay, because in Saudi Arabia, like, uh, you can never be a better safety officer until you understand, first of all, the master laws, like locally applicable laws, then international laws, then international, some of the benchmark standards, then, set of procedure you establish based on your client requirements, based on your self benchmark standards, and those procedures, you as a safety officer try to implement and keep them sustainable, maintainable, day to day sustainability, maintainability. That is your number one job, actually. And then on-site trainings and no harm to ask your safety manager, all these things, until we get you on board, inshallah. Because luckily we have some Indian visas, so I will try, if everything goes fine, I will share your CV to our HR, and they will definitely find out the way, how to get into Saudi Arabia. And you'll be surprised, mostly Kerala people we have in our company, especially as a safety officer. Okay. The
Sure.
reason is, in
More
Saudi
than
Arabia, we need English is kind of a mandatory skill. You must have to understand English. And mostly the Kerala community people, I noted, they can write English, they can understand and even speak English. So for you guys, it's not a big deal. Same way, like our Pakistanis also, even Filipinos, But a majority of the projects they preferred, because India is a huge, big country, so plenty of, uh,
plenty of people are
willing,
there.
yeah, exactly. The guys were willing to relocate, actually. So, are you married? A little bit personal question,
No, I'm married, only married.
Married. Okay. Okay. Only married. Okay. 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 So, what else you can share with me? Why we should hire you? You know,
So I
give
have
us a
also
reason
had
why we should hire.
long time, more than 5 years. I am trying to work, get a job in abroad, but I didn't get an opportunity. There's the old people are also.
Okay, for the last
Mm,
5 years you are trying.
yes,
Oh, hard luck.
last time I tried, but I get only job in the facility company, security guard, Dubai.
Okay. So, but Nemant, bear in mind, working as a safety officer is one of the most sensitive job. The moment you talk about GCC countries, especially Saudi Arabia, and under 2030, we and a lot of projects are going on. And what their
So not
challenge
only
is the
for
right
me,
person with the right job.
not only for me, more than I have more friends also trying to get a job in abroad. There is so much
It might
damage going
be,
on.
everything happens on the right time. Might be this is kind of a good time for you. So let's see how we move on. Okay.
If
So
it's happen,
yeah.
if it's happen anything good, it's a great pleasure for me. And for
Mhm.
how can I don't know
Okay,
if it's
okay.
happen any.
Namit, might be we
I
will
don't know.
try to get you in as a WPR, work permit receiver. I'll talk to our HR team, okay? Hello, my voice is clear.
Ah, sir. Yes, sir. I
What
got
I
it.
mean is, I'll try to get you on board as a work permit receiver as a starting point. And once you will be fully familiar about Saudi Aramco sites, especially oil and gas, different type of processes and everything, then inshallah we'll get you approved as a safety officer also, because here in Saudi Arabia nobody can be successful until client approval is there. Like if I came to Saudi Arabia as a trainer, let's take an example. If Saudi Aramco will not accept me as a trainer, I would have no job. You know, if I want to work in oil and gas, so oil and gas means is equal to Saudi Aramco, one of the richest and the biggest
I
brand in
know.
oil and gas.
In Saudi Arabia, the all construction companies, all companies also following Aramco safety rules. I know.
Same way, Namit, SABIC, Royal Commission, Saudi Electricity, Sadara, even several other global brands. There is a client approval. Like we can hire you, but what if client will not accept you? So that's why training is the only way. Like you have to be competent. You have to enhance your knowledge, day to day learn, forget about all frustration. Something is better than nothing. Something you are earning in India. That is the positive energy you need to keep and get some time for further learning. You can even
Okay.
just might be, I don't know either you are familiar or not, this training zone, my YouTube channel, that was the agenda behind and the goal behind, because I want people to learn more and more. And to be very honest, I'm trying to share all my experience actually for the last 19 years through that channel, and very lengthy
Yeah, I
videos
know.
sometimes. So you will get plenty of knowledge. But practical skills, of course, you have to be at site. And luckily, you are at site. You are working at site in construction units, right? And a lot of construction is going on. So be ready. I will share some material might be relevant to WPR. So get well prepared proactively, and I'll talk to our HR team to get you in as a WPR, not as a safety officer. I'm a very straightforward person, But a time will come, you'll be on board as a safety officer also. Okay.
Please, sir, please give me opportunity. I am trying more than I already told you, more than 5. I didn't get any.
No, 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 no problem. I will share with you. Our HR team will definitely take care of you. Okay, they will share all the package, and that's not my area, to be very honest. My area is only to find out the right person for the right job. So just because of your some sort of zeal and passion, what I noted, you really want to relocate, and that passion, of course, has become kind of your necessity. And necessity is the mother of invention, right? You will definitely try to fix in some issues if any gaps, lacks are there. So you will try to fix that one, proactively, and then see Allah's blessings, inshallah. Okay. But as a WPR, let me guide you quickly. Don't consider this kind of an interview now. It became like a learning, session from each other. For WPR, I will send maybe 3 books, hazard recognition and control, lockout, tagout, and confined space entry. And some of the questionnaires. Just start reading, start learning. Any confusion is there, just WhatsApp me, and I'll try to reply in feasible time. And of course, you will start getting improved as a WPR. And the moment you will be here, there is a very straightforward criteria. We'll send you we'll train you, for 4 days for WPR, and then there would be an exam. You need to achieve with 80% marks. Once you achieve 80% marks, we'll apply your schedule from Saudi Aramco, and then Saudi Aramco will take another exam, which you need to achieve with 90% marks. And once you achieve both exams, you are good to go, and we are very much happy and excited, and the great achievement. And we will deploy you at Aramco projects. But the Aramco project, every PMT, the project management team is entirely different. So they can also evaluate your knowledge. So knowledge is power, but practical knowledge with the right set of skill set and your understanding, your clear concepts matters a lot. Like if we talk about working at height, you have clear understanding. If we talk about confined spaces, you are strong enough. If we talk about isolation and lockout, you know the theories in steps and sequence. And if we talk about some documentation like how to fill permit form, you are skilled. How to conduct joint set inspection, you know how to do it. So it's a game of skill set. That's why Saudi Aramco have a greatest challenge to get on board the right people with the right competency, and that's their real need. Then they can minimize the possibility of accidents or injuries at their site. And already we know oil and gas is a red zone, right?
Yes, yes, I know.
Okay, so Nemeth, any confusion you have until now? Because as a safety officer, apology from my side, but as a WPR, surely I will discuss with our management, okay, the HR management, and I'm sure
Yes, sir.
they'll get you on board because some visas are there, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you for giving opportunity, sir.
Okay, dear, and let's see how luck plays a role for you. Okay, dear.
Okay, sir. If
Take care of
you
yourself.
if you
Any
helping
other
me
question
like
you
this,
have before I leave?
huh?
Any confusion, any question you have before I leave?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
for our
sir.
employees, let me tell you, for our employees, we provide residence, we provide, transportation, and then if we deploy you some other Aramco sites, Aramco take care of you. All 3 meals they will provide, and even residence and everything. It's a great area to work in, and it would be a great opportunity if you get approved as a WPR. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, DS. Thank you very much, Namit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, sir.